Zatesk rants here. This video is less of a lecture and more of a request. Baking experts out there, is it possible to make breads and cereals without sugar? Why are such things not typically available in grocery stores? The so-called healthiest cereal boxes still have 1 gram of sugar per serving, which is usually less than 30 grams. Rumor has it that Subway got in a bit of trouble in Ireland for their bread having enough sugar in it to be classified as cake, although the proverbial jury is still out on whether it was a legitimate issue or a government vying for increased tax revenue. Recycling and manufacturing experts, what types of improvements can reduce waste, scrap? What changes could make end products easier to reuse, recycle? Advertising experts, how many dollars of sales does $1 of advertising generate? We've all heard that half of a movie's budget is advertising, but I for one don't know what the return on investment is for advertising. Electricians, what material allows electricity to move with the least resistance while still being safe? I've heard voltages are so high on power lines so the electricity can travel large distances and still be usable at the other end. Economists, how does modern monetary theory conflict or support the current economic system? Law enforcement experts, what methods of rehabilitation are the most reliable? What impact would it have on society if laws expired every 20 years and only the still relevant and publicly supported ones were renewed? Psychology experts, how dangerous are Skinner box-style video games and their analog trading card counterparts? Are they dangerous enough for you to support or advocate for them to be banned? What other psychological tricks in marketing or entertainment are dangerous enough to be banned? Property tax experts, were the tax-evaluated values of houses ever equal to the retail price of the houses? I've heard property values in the Greater Toronto Area in Canada have gone up 800% in the past 40 years, while property taxes have only gone up by 200%. How much money could the government collect if religious institutions had to pay property taxes? Corporate tax experts, what percentage of earnings before interest and taxes, EBIT, is considered a good effective tax rate for corporations? We've all heard how companies like Apple often pay $0 in taxes, but that isn't the standard across all industries. If there were fewer deductions and exclusions and loopholes, would your work become obsolete, or do you provide services beyond tax avoidance? What is the difference between tax avoidance and tax evasion? Landlords, how many years of a rent freeze, meaning you can continue to collect rent, but cannot raise the rent, even if tenants switch, would make you consider stop being a landlord? Drug enthusiasts, if all drugs became legal suddenly, would you try anything new that you haven't had yet? If so, which ones? Comment your answers below. Like and subscribe.